final round. Ah, this almost looks like a hand we can keep. Yeah, this totally looks like a hand we can keep. Okay. Steam vents into Theorem Visions? Yeah, okay. So what do we got? Twin? You think twin? Do we want to find out if it's twin? Like, it's twin versus storm, or do we want to just play Dark Confidant? You know, I think either way, they're not going to go off on turn 2. So we'll play Bob, and then we'll find out next turn. Yeah, that's our plan. And I don't think anything else is untapped Steam Vents into Theorem Visions. Not like Delver or anything like that. Tarmo Twin is an annoying matchup. It's oh, that's awful. Scapeshift is our worst matchup. Let's get a Liliana soon. It's just our best bet. Yeah, see what we're dealing with here. We can't even take Scapeshift if he has in hand. So, do we want him to be getting more land for sure, or cantripping into stuff? Well, geez, everything is a cantrip. Alright, I think, well, just the classic Inquisition for Snapcaster here is probably the best route. Because that means whatever his best card is, at least you won't be able to do it twice. Oh, that's miserable. So this looks like a more controlling version too, which... rather than the last one I fought anyway, I think this is a more standard version. He wouldn't want to trade Sakura Tribe for Bob, would he? He's got one land in hand, one search for tomorrow. I think he just wants to get to the combo as quickly as possible. You know, I think that trade is better for... I don't think there's much I can draw into that can slow him down. So if he wants to trade Sakura Tribe for Bob, I think that slows him down more than most other things. But he's probably just going to block sack, yeah. And I will also run out Scavenging Ooze. With any luck, I'll be able to eat, there's already 2 meals in there, so I'll be at 21. Maybe I can stay over 18, and that will be somehow relevant. Or, yeah, well, that doesn't help much, does it? And I knew that was coming too. What was I doing? So he's got to repeal Search for Tomorrow. He's going to cast the Search for... suspend the Search for Tomorrow. He's got Repeal and Remand. Worth knowing about. Two counters. Repeal and Remand. Alright, I'll do that. Do I have to treat out for 3, or... yeah, no, I'll just eat 2 things. So, I mean, he's already down 11, that's not bad. That doesn't mean I think that. Well, alright, yeah, no, let's see. Next turn, I can attack him for 7. Oh, that might have been a mistake. I didn't think he was going to draw Snapcaster. But yeah, that was a mistake. Never tap out all your green sources against Snapcaster decks. It's just terrible. What's he doing? Theorem Visions. He's just digging. That's good for him. It also means he can chump block Scavenging Ooze. Takes quite a bit off his clock. So let's see. I'm definitely not as familiar with this deck as I should be, but let's see. If he needs to do more than 18 damage, I think he needs to sack 7 lands. Snap block there, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. Search for Tomorrow is an awesome card. It comes into play untapped and everything. It's just really cool. He's still got a Remand and a Repeal in hand. Oh yeah, the Repeal can save him quite a bit of time. He can't repeal my Treetops, but he's gonna repeal Scavenging Ooze. I will be able to attack with 2 Treetops, put him at 2. Yeah, the race has gone pretty well this time. Okay, so once a repeal will cost him 3 mana, so he can repeal with Remand up, and he can Remand us and still have repeal up, so it's not like that's going to be a big deal. We can't, like, bait out something to tap his mana. We can't bait a counterspell to keep him from repealing. And we can't use the repeal to keep him from countering whatever else we want to play. I'll probably just play Lingering Souls. I'll just attack with 2 Treetop Villages, that's what I'll do. Don't need to cast anything. I got 18 right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. F it. Yeah. This is my plan. Take him down to 2. He'll repeal cantrips, so he'll draw. He'll draw Scapeshift, and then... Oh, Cryptic Tap! Oh my god, I was not expecting that one. That just wastes my whole turn. I guess if he draws a Snapcaster, I don't want him to... What do I not want him to do? I don't want him to Electrolyze or Search. I guess I don't want him to Search. Yeah. Oh, you can't cast Search. Oh, yes, you can. You can just pay 3. You can pay the full price. It's not one of those. I'm good at this game. I know what I'm doing. Yeah, that Cryptic kind of blew me out. But I didn't have much choice. Like, I'm going to do the same thing again this turn, because he still has the Repeal in hand. So normally against Cryptic Command, you know, just attacking with the Scavenging Ooze, and then if he taps that with Cryptic, activating the Treetops, like, in response, or after it resolves. Normally that's a pretty good plan to get at least some damage in. But in this scenario, I just kind of need to go all out. So the fact that he wanted to Serum Visions, and he bottomed twice, alright, that's pretty good. That means he's not finding what he's looking for. Yeah, that can only be good for us. So yeah, again, he still has the Repeal. Repeal that, and then we should... I don't think he's gonna win next turn, but I'm not sure about that. So we'll find out. This is definitely just... not a good matchup for us. One, two, three, four, Scapeshift. And we're at 19, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so he has it, but I'll definitely make him go through with it, just in case he played out too many mountains or something like that. I really doubt that's the case, but yeah. He was just that much faster. One more turn. And that's why this is a bad matchup. It's just a one-card combo that we can't interact with at all. Like, we cannot, there's no way to stop him from top-decking a Scapeshift. Alright, yeah, that definitely does it. That's enough mountains. That was like 36 damage or something. So Thoughtseize, Liliana is definitely easily our best chance. Maelstrom Pulse doesn't do anything, Abrupt Decay doesn't do anything. Path to Exile is the worst thing of all, so let's see. And these attack for 2, so they're okay. Does he have anything? No, let's say that. Not playing Titans anymore. Yeah, there's just no way to interact with this combo. Now this is definitely a situation where I wish these were full emitter mages. Keep them off land. But that's the best we can do. One lander with 2 bobs now. Alright, fine. Start off with the Thoughtseize, then hopefully that'll make, the Thoughtseize will make Tarmogoyf kind of big. If I Thoughtseize a Scapeshift, Tarmogoyf will be a 1-2, but in that situation I just leave with Bob then. Slaughter Pact is pretty good against Sakura Tribe Elder, because it means he can't chump block. With it, he can't, block sack. He has to sack in response to the Slaughter Pact, which counters the Slaughter Pact, and then we don't have to pay for it. Making his job easier, so there's no way we're going to get back to 18 life this time. Counterflux Batterskull. Well, we're going to take Batterskull. This is an interesting one. Yeah. This is gonna be... So if you didn't have the top-deckable combo, I wouldn't be too upset about that hand. I mean, that's just kind of the generic control hand that we're usually pretty good against, even though we did mulligan, which is bad in that situation. But since we're not... since we mulliganed enough to not be, amazing in that regular anti-control kind of thing, bottom, top, and we need to race his combo, that's just not a good situation for us. He's using Lorwyn basics, by the way, which is pretty flavorful, considering Scapeshift is a Lorwyn card. Alright, now that can potentially be really good. So do I want Bob? No, I think now that that's there, I don't want to hurt myself too much. I'm taking another 2 this turn anyway, so I'm already at 14. Oh yeah, Serum is a sorcery. I keep thinking it's an instant. And that Tarmogoyf is already a 3/4. Well. Now I want Bob to draw us into land so that we can play Lily. And he attacks for as much as Tarmogoyf attacks for, so not a big deal. There's the Sakura Tribe and Forest. They're also just kind of pretty cool looking lands. Is this one of those panorama land situations? I think it might be. Not really sure. It's a good choice for basics anyway. I approve of that quite a bit. Now these are different artists, so they're not going to be a panorama, but still. Well, I wouldn't mind that if we had also gotten a land out of it, but we didn't. That sucks. Pretty. Oh! Nice, okay. He is that confident about... Interesting. Alright, we just did a lot of damage to ourselves there. But I still am in the situation where I want to draw a land for... Oh man, I'm not going to be... He's still at 20, I don't think I'm going to ever raise him. Hopefully I'll be able to Liliana Edict myself before it gets to the point where he's going to kill me. And with the combo, I mean, like, either he hits, what is it, 6 lands, or he doesn't, 7? 5 other Valgan, yeah, so either he hits 6, or, you know, he doesn't, he can't, like, oh, he's only at 5, we only need to get 4 mountains, or whatever. You can't do that. So unless we get back over 18, he either combos us or he doesn't. Also not great. Man, that's awful. Okay. Start with an attack. See if he trades again. I really doubt he will this time. And we pretty much have to Thoughtseize. Okay, he traded again. Snap, snap, counterflux, search for Carl. Interesting. Is he doing this because he's only on... Wait, no. He should be getting lands if he only has 3. That's not very good for him. Alright, so what can those... I don't have a scavenging, so what can those Snapcaster mages get? They can get Serum Visions, and if I take Search, they can get Search. At this point, he's just going to be Serum Visioning for land, not for gas. So I guess I'm okay with him spending turns doing that. And plus he only has 1 island, so he can't snap Serum. Alright. He also doesn't have counterflex mana up, incidentally. Nothing else I can do. I'd love to start hitting lands before he does here. I'm at 5. I have a Batter Skull in my 60 right now. This time it's Tarmogoyf. Oh, this is awful. I have a Batter Skull. I've taken 7 off Bobs already. I've taken 7 off Bobs, 4 off lands, 1 off Thoughtseize, 2 off Thought, 4 off Thoughtseize. Yeah. I mean, I've dealt 15 to myself. What are the odds? Alright, the odds are bad that I'll flip actual Batter Skull, but they're pretty good that he'd kill me, like, in 2 turns. So, unfortunately, I just can't do it. Like, if I knew I would hit, I don't know, like, even if we're gonna be, like, 4-drop land, and then I could... that's not what I need. So he's got 2 dead Snapcasters and a dead Counterflex in his hand, and 2 other cards that aren't basics. I do not know what to do here. I'm at 5. I can't afford to play out Dark Confidant when I'm at 5. Especially considering if I flip like a Lingering Souls, I just have no way to kill my own Bob. Oh, okay, if I get Lingering Souls, something not a land. Hell, if I get Lingering Souls Shock Land, I can't play Lily and kill my own Bob. Yeah, I just can't afford to play him when I'm at 5. It's miserable. Alright. Ambush Viper. That's actually a pretty effective play. Because he has another one in hand, too. Which means I can attack with Tarmogoyf next turn, and he drew a land. Jesus. This is a terrible game for both of us. He was on 3, the Scapeshift player, that, like, basically I'm gonna make every land drop player. Has been stuck on 3 lands until turn 7. And I'm sitting here with just 2, with a 24 land deck, which is, you know, high, above average for Modern. I mean, it's definitely not an aggressive mana base. Alright, I'm gonna go to 1. He's gonna flash in a Snapcaster. I'm gonna go to 1. He's gonna flash in a Snapcaster, top deck and Electrolyze. And kill me that way. Without casting Scapeshift. Okay, he did not flash in a Snapcaster, it's fine. I guess he did what he wanted me to do, what he wanted to do by just turning off Tarmogoyf as an attacker. Well, I guess get to discard Lingering Souls, that's a plus. Hell, I can attack, yeah, I can attack because I get to discard Lingering Soul. No. Ha! Woo! I don't get to discard and flash it back, that's not what I get to do. He can snap, flashback, search for tomorrow now, and have 6 lands, which is a Valakut and 5, which is more, yeah. So now he's just getting into like top deck Scapeshift mode. So now even Liliana isn't a good play here. This game is over. Like the only reason Liliana's a good play, the only reason Liliana's a good play is because it keeps him from making those land drops. Like, it's a good play on turn 3, because it forces him to either discard spells or land drops, and if he's discarding spells, then I'm just free to kind of aggro in with my Tarmogoyfs and stuff. Yeah, this is miserable. There's no way I can win here. Quite unfortunate. How much did I mulligan this game? Should I have done it more? No, I've kept 2 lands tons of times. That's just really odd. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I don't know what to do. Counterflux down, he's got a Snapcaster, and yeah, whatever. He's also done plenty of Serum Visioning and stuff. I mean, I'm sure he has a Scapeshift by now. I'm not gonna make him go. Oh, okay. Oh, of course. Alright, well, let's see. Another counterspell? Okay. Well, countering means I don't have to pay for it. He unfortunately gets to draw a card. Oh, wait, no, that was countered, wasn't it? Oh, no, the cryptic, yeah. Alright. That doesn't, yeah, Ghost Quarter is ineffective in this matchup. Discard other Lily. He'll discard Negate. Okay, he did have that, so it's a good thing he tapped out to play the Cryptic Command. He can still kill me by flashing in an end-of-turn Snapcaster. That's the hilarious thing. Okay, well, at least this time I have something to... yeah, so I'll be able to play Lingering Souls so I don't die to... Core Firewalker is a dumb card. It would have been so much better in this matchup as a Fulminator Mage, but we've been losing pretty badly in this match anyway. Actually, at this point, it might be the kind of thing that we need to get back into this game. So if this were a Fulminator Mage, that would be really good right now. It's a Fulminator Mage in paper. So note that this being a Firewalker hurt us in this match, and didn't help us in the slightest bit against that Red Deck Wins match where... Ooh, that's interesting. In that Red Deck Wins match where, you know, the whole reason we had it there. But we were also had mana troubles there. That was interesting. I'm just kind of rambling right now. I'm trying to figure out if we have a chance here. And I guess we do. Pyroclasm was a good spell to discard before we cast our Lingering Souls, which he knew about, because we revealed it to a Bob earlier. So, next turn, any one creature is lethal with else. Yeah, that's fine. If he's bouncing and drawing, that means he doesn't have the win on, like, in hand. So that's kind of good. I wish I knew what was in his hand. I hope he, like, somehow taps out to kill the Tarmogoyf. That would just be ideal if he, like, tapped all of his lands to kill the Tarmogoyf and think he's fine. Or even the Tarmogoyf in one spirit. Because if I can play, if I play Elspeth and +1, then any creature's lethal. What do you think the odds are he has another Cryptic Command in his library, in his hand? He hasn't conceded, so he could have a repeal. He could have a repeal, he could have a Cryptic Command. I mean, I don't have a lot of choices here. I kind of have to go for this. If it's a repeal and he's banking on, he's banking on the repeal, to bounce the Tarmogoyf and be at 1. This is a Cryptic tap and counter. That's fine. It's at least better than a tap and draw or whatever. It put us off a land, but we can still cast Liliana again next turn. Alright, and so let's see if we're dead this turn. The old, let's see if we're dead now. Move. Wow. That was unexpected. I really thought we had lost that game. And, alright, so, yeah, removal for Shatter Skull seems better than some random dumb Core Firewalker, which should be a Fulminator Mage. And then, if that were a Fulminator Mage, I would have an actual choice here. I'd probably bring in the Maelstroms over the Elspeth. But yeah. Okay. Let's keep a good hand this time. Apparently that's the lesson of this, this tournament, was I should be paying more attention to my mulligans. So that's one thing I'll be checking if I rewatch these videos, will be what could I have done better with mulligans. And here's a perfect example. I mean, I've got some stuff, but nothing, yeah, nothing very effective. This basically is, you know, that doesn't do anything, that doesn't do anything, yeah, I need to mulligan. Lingering Souls race at a decent rate, and I can't expect a better 5. Suspend, search for tomorrow, that's a good start. Alright, that's not bad. Gives me a turn 2 play anyway, at least, which is better than having to wait until turn 3 to you know, do anything. I obviously don't mind running out of 0-1 or 1-2 Tarmogoyf, yeah. A boltable Tarmogoyf in this matchup. Kurdrab. Wait, what was that? What did he do? Oh, he exiled 2 Search for Tomorrows? Jesus. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. That's nuts. He might have a pretty quick win this time. Maybe I should have mulliganed again. Just for some interaction. You know, a Thoughtseize or Liliana would be great, but a Thoughtseize. Oh my god. And he has more plays. He has Cryptic Command mana up. I don't want him to bounce a land when he taps. I want him to counter tap instead of, yeah. Well, he probably would have just done tap draw. Yeah, and he's just doing counter draw now. Alright. Well, Tarmogoyf's a little bigger. My clock's not so bad either. Tarmogoyf and then lots of Lingering Souls is pretty good. Unfortunately, the Liliana wasn't turn 3. Even if I'd had the mana, I wouldn't have cast her into that obvious Cryptic. Okay. Is that 10? What kind of clock do I have here? Bottom, what is that? Bottom top. So obviously I never like it when he tops anything, because the cards that aren't good for him just aren't good. Oh, is he about to go off? What is this? This Plate of Valakut, what does that mean? Means I'm not casting Liliana. Man, I hope. I really want to cast this Thoughtseize. Repeal. Well, at least I have the mana up to cast it again. And he's cycling, so oh, actually I get to Thoughtseize, I get to possibly Thoughtseize the card that he scried to the top of Serum Visions. So that's something, which is Scapeshift. Okay. We got one Scapeshift out of his hand. 1 down, 3 to go. Temple of Mystery, I like that. So that was the win, I believe. 1, 2, 3, yeah, whatever. I'm sure it was. But with Cryptic still in hand, Cryptic can do a lot of things. Like counter Liliana. Oh my god. Oh, missing creatures. I thought we were on a missing instance. So I would cast one Liliana to bait his Cryptic, now that I have the backup, if I had the mana for it, which I don't. So I'm gonna cast a Lingering Souls. I'm just trying to figure out will casting either before or after combat trick him into letting my Tarmogoyf through. I think he wants to counter draw, so I think he will let my Tarmogoyf through if I cast a spell pre-combat. Is my suspicion. But he might... Because I think... And if he does counter tap, then that is good for me too, because that... Alright. Interesting. And now he's gonna tap draw? I don't know. Maybe he's not using his Cryptic this turn. He could also just bounce the Tarmogoyf. Bounce draw. That would be possibly more... That would be way better than tap draw. I guess I'll just take everything. And then he will top deck the Scapeshift that he scried to the top. Oh, did he? Yeah, alright, I don't know. I guess he do that. What else we got? Bob. Alright, Bob's an easy one to cast here. Draw out that Cryptic. And I get to leave Ghost Quarter up. I guess it doesn't really matter. Ghost Courting his Valakut at this point is not going to be a huge deal. Alright, so we let that live. Combat, what's he going to do? Not tap anything down. I can deal 4 to him. I guess just us being pretty good against the Steam Vents control decks of the format is helping in this particular matchup, but yeah. I felt pretty good about fading another Scapeshift for the last few turns, but now it's getting to the point where I no longer feel confident that we're just going to be fading Scapeshifts forever. Flip a Bob off a Bob, of course. So we're going to make him use Scapeshift. I mean, Cryptic. We're going to make him use Cryptic by going into combat step. And he's going to tap draw, I assume, and then we get to play Lily for you know. Okay. Tap draw, yes, okay. That is what happened. I'd like to pay 2 life. I would. Lily, and then we'll pitch Bob. And he throws away Sakura Tribuilder. Alright, so he has 1 card in hand, we don't know what it is. And he's about to draw. Wow, okay. Good game. I don't know if that was rude. I felt pretty tense throughout that whole thing. He might have felt like he just kind of got hit, but, he was still there. No, yeah, so we broke even, I guess, because that can be sold for 6 tickets, which is the entry fee. So we went through 1, and now I get to go through and look for any terrible mistakes I made during that whole thing, so I look forward to that process. Alright.